All right, dear students, now we are going to study another important standard of your exam, and this is inventory. And the relevant accounting standard is IAS-2. So, what exactly is the inventory? Like the normal understanding so far we have developed regarding the inventory is that the things we usually sell in the ordinary course of business or in the ordinary activity of the business. For example, like if you sell cars, then car is your inventory. For example, if you sell equipments, then equipment is your inventory. For example, if you sell computers, then computers are your inventory. So whatever usually we sell in the ordinary activity of the business is the inventory. But inventory is divided into three components. So broadly speaking, the three components are the raw material and the work in progress and then the finished goods. So inventories are the assets held for in the ordinary course of the business, held for sale in the ordinary course of business. Now the ordinary course of business means your principal business activity. For example, if you sell cars, then cars are your inventory. So held for sale in the ordinary course of business. And then we have in the process of production for such sale. Now this is simply the work in progress. For example, if you are manufacturing cars, so any cars which are still in progress, which are still in process, the work in progress is also the inventory. Like for example, if they are 20% completed, 30% completed, 40% completed, still they are inventory. And then the third thing is in the form of material or supplies to be consumed in the production process or in the rendering of the services. So this is simply the raw material and the supplies we usually have, which we use in the production or which we use to provide the services. So there are three components of the inventory. So we have the raw material, work in progress, and the finished goods. And we know normally when we purchase the inventory, so the double entry is debit purchases account. So whenever we purchase the inventory, it's debit purchases account and credit either the cash if you pay by cash. If you pay through check, then credit bank. And if it's a transaction on credit, then payable, trade payable is credited. And when you settle your liability by making the payment to your supplier, then the double entry is debit payable because the liability is decreased now. And then credit goes to the cash or the bank, usually the bank, because we make the payment of inventory usually through the bank channel, so usually the bank is credited. So this is the normal journal entries, and we have seen this thing so many times when we are purchasing in the inventory. And similarly, when we sell the inventory, so we have debit receivable and credit sales. But now the focus is purchasing the inventory. And then one of the most important principle within IAS-2 is the measurement of inventory. At what value you are going to record your inventory. So what value you are going to assign to your inventory. So the principle defined by the IAS-2, and it's not like, like the IAS-16, the property plant equipment, where we have studied that the initial measurement is at cost, and then we have the two models, the cost model and the revaluation model. We are not going to discuss that thing. So here, there is only one measurement principle defined by the IAS-2, which states that the inventories should be measured at the lower of cost and the net realizable value. So what you're going to do is you need to compare two amounts. So whatever will be lower, you're going to record your inventory at that amounts. So it's basically two figures. We have the cost figure and then we have the NRV, which is known as the net realizable value. It's one of the most important things within IAS-2. So when you talk about the cost, what is cost? It's cost of purchase. When you for example, when you're buying the material, let's assume, or for example, you're buying the semi-assembled goods, even directly the finished goods, for example, if you're buying, just trading the inventory and you just buy and sell the inventory, even that is the cost of purchase. And then we have the cost of conversion. Now this is another amount that you spend, and then we have the other cost to bring the asset in the working condition.